Micro polishers were a huge hit when they hit the scene of the car care industry. Adams Polishes released their own version of a micro polisher, and of course it became a favorite. What it did is it allowed you to polish 100% of your car rather than 90%. This is the SK Pro Micro Polisher. One thing I think is really cool about this machine is it gives you the ability to go on the inside of your car. There are a lot of cars that have either piano black accents on the inside or gloss wood grain. And what this does, it allows you to polish those areas now. So, you know, there's places in your center console that have the gloss wood grain or piano black. And because you're in your car so much, you touch that, you know, get scratches really easy in all those places. You can now take the micro polisher in, polish all those areas, and perfect the interior of your car. We took the feedback from you, the consumer, and we've updated this polisher to be a better machine. It has about 45 minutes on each battery. It comes with the attachments, the wrenches. It comes in this really nice case. The updated brushless motor in the micro polisher will make sure that this polisher will last a lot longer. It has a trigger with a locking feature. That is a huge deal with this polisher. Before it had a handle that you pulled, and that's the only way you could keep it on is by grasping the handle. Now, just like all of our polishers in our line, you can pull the trigger and lock it in and control the polisher a little bit better. Adams Polish's patented SK Pro Micro Polisher is a very versatile micro polisher. In the packaging, it ships with a 3mm throw head on it, but also it comes with numerous other attachments, including a rotary attachment, which the rotary attachment allows you to be a little more aggressive and get into other nooks and crannies that maybe you can't with a head that has a throw on it. It also has a 12mm throw attachment. It makes the polishing super effective. It allows you to correct faster, more effective, create a nicer finish when you're using the SK Pro Micro. It also comes with this brush attachment so you can clean leather or interior surfaces. Along with the attachment, the SK Pro Micro comes with these two wrenches, so it's super easy to replace those and allow you to be versatile while you're polishing. Adams SK Micro comes with two lithium-ion 12-volt batteries and the charger as well. So this is a cordless machine through and through. It does not have a cord with it. And the cool thing with the Micro as well, you put the battery in and you start the machine, it has a battery life meter right here. So as you're polishing, you can see the meter while you're polishing, and it can give you a judgment of whether you need to take it out or if you're getting close to the battery dying. The SK Micro also has a rubber casing that definitely aids in handling the polisher. And again, this is a tool that should be paired with a 15mm polisher or a 12mm polisher. And this is really to polish that extra 15% of the vehicle that you couldn't get. You know, the handles of your car, the antennas, mirrors, door jambs. You know, that's a big thing. I know I use this on my car for the door jambs and it was amazing. The SK Micro Polisher is a super versatile polisher. Now, let's see this thing in action. So with the Micro Polisher, you use the 1.5-inch pads. The damage on this door handle is fairly severe, so I'm gonna start with the microfiber. So center it as best you can. And I kept the 3mm throw on the head of the polisher. It's just such a small surface area that it's gonna be the most effective for this. So microfiber pad with the blue compound. I'm just gonna do one little dot on here. Is more than enough. And I'm actually gonna spread this out first. When you use the bigger polishers, you can spread the compound out on a big surface area, but since this is so small, I like to put this in the pad first, okay? And then I'm actually gonna spread it out on here a little bit. And I have it on speed setting 2 right now. I'm gonna switch this to 4. You know, you're right in the middle. You can go up or down with speed, so always start at 4. All right, so we're gonna go on here and then I'm gonna pull the trigger and then I'm gonna lock it in. And that's one of the cool new features about the SK Micro is it has the locking trigger now, where before you had to just pull the handle and hold it. I always felt like I was like holding on for dear life, but Now I can lock it in and just worry about controlling the polisher, okay? So start with it on the surface you're gonna be polishing, put it in, lock it in, and you can see that head just zooming. So for effective polishing, you wanna push down just a little bit. You wanna make sure that dual action, the head's spinning as well as oscillating at the same time. Okay, to turn this off, all you have to do is just pull the trigger. And now what I want to do is show you how to switch this head out. I'm actually going to switch it to the 12mm throw. You can pull your case out that has all the different throws or different accessories in it. Okay, so you're going to take the large wrench with these two straight pieces at the end, and you get it right on here. I don't know if you can see that. Then you hold it there, and then you screw this head off, okay? Now you're gonna set this aside, and then you're gonna screw this this protective casing off, like that. And then what you're actually gonna do is go inside, there's a little slot right here on the side of the micro polisher, and you're gonna insert this in here, and you're gonna rotate this around until it catches, and then you can take this off, okay? So there you go. There's the 3mm head right there, 3mm throw head. And I'm switching to the 12mm throw head. So same thing, we're gonna insert this into the side, hold it there, and then screw this on. Okay, and then put the protective casing back on. Keep that protective casing on there, and then same thing back to this. Okay. Screw this back on. Make sure it's tight. All right, good to go. 12mm throw. You can see how much bigger that throw is. It's crazy. The 12mm throw by far is much more effective than the 3mm, but if you're doing it in small areas, I recommend the 3mm. And if you want to get really aggressive, use the Rotary Attachment. What that does is just a little bit more force rotation, rotary force rotation. You can get a little bit more aggressive, but you know, if you're really trying to cut down scratches and really focus, get kind of a very focused area, the rotary's a really good option. You just have to be careful that you burn your paint, okay? This is gonna generate heat, and you can always have that little mark that you burnt your paint on. So be careful with the rotary, but I always recommend after you use the rotary, switch to either 12mm or a 3mm to even out the halo effect that you can get from a rotary. We know that you'll love this polisher, and we cannot wait to see the results you get from polishing every inch of your vehicle.